Should you give up trading? Well, the short answer is if the prospect of being profitable trading is that that's no longer worth it to you, if that's not worth the struggle you're going through right now, then sure, yeah, give up. You should just give up trading, move on to something else that you would enjoy more. If the prospect of being profitable, having freedom, literally having unlimited money for the rest of your life, if that is enticing to you and it's worth going through the struggle you're going through right now, then yes, you should continue trying to learn trading. So that's it. If you want to leave the video now, you're free to go. But obviously, it's a little bit more context and nuance than this. So I'll tell you a little story here. So when I started learning trading, this was 2016. I had dropped out of college and I was going to be a police officer. I had dropped out of college to learn how to trade. And it took me like about 2 years to end up getting profitable and start making a little bit of money from doing it. But it was worth it to me. And I'll tell you that some of the stuff that I went through. I went through my entire family not supporting it. Like I went through my friends telling me that I was like really stupid. Like most people who try to trade like lose money. Why would you even try something like that? You had such a great outlook for your future. You were going to be a police officer. Why did you just keep doing that? I was working 2 jobs, 80 hours a week. It's actually even more than that. I was working anywhere from 85 to 90 hours a week, but 80 paid hours a week, and the rest was just driving back and forth to jobs. It was insane. And I was doing all this to make $2,600 a month, which here in the United States at that time is not that much money for how much work that was. Target, when I worked at Target as like a loss prevention person, and I worked armed security patrol, and then I also worked at like a church here like where I live in Fort Worth. And all this stuff, these jobs pay anywhere from like $11 an hour to like $15 an hour, and then you've got taxes and stuff. So I was not making a lot of money. It continued to be worth it to me during that whole time, the prospect of trading and then having days where I was making thousands of dollars a day. I literally used to dream about that stuff. Like I would go to sleep and there were a few occasions where I had dreams that I would have like a $5,000 day or something. And now stuff like this is just normal for me. It's normal, like making 50 to 100K a month trading is just like a normal thing for me. And it really puts it into perspective, because what used to be normal for me was making like $100 a day. If I was lucky, like maybe $200 a day if I had worked like a long day to both my jobs, getting overtime and stuff like that. This was what I was used to, $100 to $200 a day. And I know a lot of people of you watching this may even be making less than that if you're not in a developed country like the United States. I am very lucky, ridiculously lucky, that I was born here in the United States, and that I was born with a brain that's the type of brain that enabled me to do something like trading full time. A lot of people, the truth is they will not be able to cultivate the type of brain that is necessary for them to make profitable trading decisions. If you think this is you, then you might just give up trading right now. Honestly, that's like my best suggestion. And the reason is because, for one, if you're not enjoying the process, if you don't feel like you're making any progress at all, and you're not even enjoying it, you're not even having fun learning, whenever you get profitable, let's say you even get profitable in the first place, you're not going to enjoy what you're doing. It's not going to be fun for you. You have to find a way to make it entertaining and fun if it's something that you want to do, and you ultimately do not control that desire of what you want or don't want. If it would make you happier to run a separate business, or if it would make you happier to work to be an attorney or a nurse or a doctor or something like that, you should go and pursue those things, because ultimately what's going to matter in life is not how much money you made, but ultimately whether or not you just enjoyed your time in life. Like you're not going to be on your deathbed regretting your whole life if you were an attorney and you really enjoyed law, you had your own law firm, had your own practice, made millions of dollars, but you could have made billions of dollars had you gotten into a business deal whenever you were younger and that ended up blowing up, but you ended up not doing that. You're not going to regret it because you still enjoyed your life and you were happy. Money truly is not everything. Money is great. Like, it is amazing. I think it's very, very, very important. I don't believe that having a bunch of money is a horrible thing, and I don't believe that like capitalism and trying to get richer and like more wealthy and more like expand more, I don't believe that's a bad thing inherently. I think there are risks that come with that, and I believe that it's dependent on everyone's specific outlook and their context of their circumstances that they're in. But ultimately, money can very literally completely change your life. It completely shifted my life back in, would have been summer of 2017, beginning of 2018, around that time. Having more money literally solved almost every problem I had. And in today's world, like where I live today, I don't like money is like, it literally solves every problem I have. If I have an issue or I'm uncomfortable or I need this or that, I can exchange money for things that make my life easier and make my life like to where I have to deal with less BS. That is the truth for most people, and probably you included. I'm not saying money solves all your problems, but I am saying it probably will solve 99% of your problems, just having a little bit more money. You can trade money for so many different things here in today's world that it really makes your life a lot more comfortable and a lot more easy and just less pain in the butt. And so having money is worth it to me, so that's why I continue trying to learn how to trade. If you are in a position where you feel like you're not making any progress, you're in a position where you feel like it's just a constant battle, it's this and that, what you're likely going to need to do is optimize the way that you think. You're going to have to change the way that you think in order to become the type of person who is even capable of being profitable in the first place. And you have to be enjoying this process. Like, unfortunately for you, if you're really not enjoying this at all, my suggestion is just give up. Just let it go find something else that you're more passionate about, because regardless of how much money you make, you're going to be happy. You're going to wake up every day and be enjoying what you do, whatever it is. Maybe that's horseback riding and teaching at a riding school. Maybe that's banking and you climb up the corporate ladder, you be like an officer of a bank or vice president of a bank or something. Whatever it may be, everyone's got their things, okay? Me, I just wanted freedom. I literally didn't care what I did. I just wanted freedom. Trading, I thought it was interesting. I'm not the most excited person in the world about trading, but I enjoy it. It's kind of fun. To me, it's like, it's kind of like it's just one of those things where it's like challenging for me and mentally stimulating. So it's like, I do this and how can I manage risk and how can I get the biggest percentage returns while also kind of managing risk? How can I continue to become better and better and better and perfecting my craft and finding different ways to make little optimizations? That's a fun process for me, so I enjoy it. Like I said, I'm not like ecstatic and always excited about it, but it's something that like pays all my bills and then like 100 times more, and it makes me very, very happy to wake up every day and do it. That has to be the same case for you if you want this to work. So if that's where you're at right now and you're enjoying the process, then yeah, I think you'll be great. I think you'll be perfectly fine, provided that you continue to try to become better and better. You develop yourself personally as a person, you improve your mindset, and you get yourself in the right mental perspective to actually do something like trading full time. If you can do all those things and you're enjoying it, then you should keep learning how to trade. If you just simply don't think that's you, there's nothing wrong with giving up. I gave up on like four other different things before I got into trading. Trading was my fifth one. I gave up on a bunch of different things. I was in college for engineering. I then switched to nursing. I then switched to law enforcement, criminal justice, and then I was in network marketing. And then I quit all that. Literally, you can say that I failed at everything, every other thing. I just found out this is not for me, not for me, not for me, not for me. When I finally got to trading, which was my fifth thing, it stuck. It worked out, and I'm happy, and I love my life. And yes, it took me 2 years to get to that point, and then now I've been trading for like a little over 6 years. And so it's been like a lot of work, but it's like anything great that you're going to be doing is probably going to take a lot of work. If you want to become a doctor, you're probably going to be in school for like 12 years. It's 4 years undergraduate in college, and then you got about 8 years of medical training and residency and things like that. If you get like into year 5 of trying to become a doctor and you realize like, wow, this really sucks, I'm not enjoying this, I don't think I want to do this anymore, then yeah, it'd probably be a good time for you to quit and transition to something else and not be a doctor. Because if you continue doing that, you're going to hate the whole process. And then when you're actually a doctor, you're not even going to be enjoying it. And you get like $250,000 a year or $500K a year, you're just going to think like, man, this shit sucks. This is like my whole life and it just sucks and I just don't like it. But I have to do it because it pays my bills now, and I don't want to like go to another job where I'm only making like $50K a year. Like, I totally understand things like that. That is what you have to make that call as to whether or not you think it's worth doing. So to close, should you quit trading? It depends on whether or not you think it's going to be worth it to you. Again, if the prospect of being profitable trading and everything else, if that's worth more than just the suffering you're going through right now learning, then yes, continue trying to trade. And unfortunately for you, if you just don't have that drive and it doesn't seem like it's going to be worth it anymore, and you're not even having fun and enjoying the process, my advice would be, it's okay to walk away from it and to find something else that you enjoy more. I hope this video was helpful. Have a great rest of the day.